Hello, it is Lord Haywire. I'm streaming some 2D4X. This is a game, open source game that I'm making that is, inspired. It's post-apocalyptic, but it's inspired by like Dominions and Shadow Empire and every other Paradox game that's ever existed and uh, everything like that. We are working today on skills. Yesterday, I had a few things going that I had a bug that I fixed offline because I went to take a nap after the stream and it dawned on me what the problem was. At some point in the past, I got rid of this thing called Find Neighbors because I didn't think we were using it, and I've done this before, and every time it turns out we are using it, and it was being used, so it should now they should retreat and stuff. The guys, and we should test it though just to make sure. I only tested it one. Whoops. We gotta make them a army leader here. And then they're going to go in here. Did I not say yes there? And we can speed this up here. They should retreat back. Oh, we're going to lose that one. Badly. We got to win. And it does remember, it is doing some of this stuff. Oh, see, that went up though. So there is a bug in there somewhere. It shouldn't ever go back up. Now we can test something I didn't test yesterday. Not while they're in combat, it shouldn't go up. And it is. I think I saw that go up. It's supposed to know when it's in combat, you don't get your morale back. That's for when you're like sitting idle. The reason I restarted is this guy could have just had like a terrible skill level. And so that's why we were losing the battle, but it should work. I did test it a little bit. Let's speed this shit up. Keep an eye on if this ever goes back up. It should only go down while you're in combat. And so then the guy retreats back, and then we can do another battle. Yeah, this guy must have a much higher skill at this point. We could also... Oh, I swear that went up. And then he retreats back, and then we can go here. This is what was not working. It's because I got rid of the neighbors thing, so it didn't know where to retreat to, so it just kind of gave up. But that's what was the problem, and that's fixed. We can go through here. No, I didn't do my little test, which I do now because it doesn't seem to always work. I do a little test over here in chat and make sure that it comes through on my side, which it did. When moving, when a hero is moving or engaged in combat, it needs to stop researching. Joker, how's it going? And then when, let's see here. They aren't running away when losing the battle. This is the one we want to get rid of. That has been fixed. And I don't know about this tooltip with morale. I didn't actually check. The problem is it's kind of a pain to do. We need to restart here. Well, we can just attack this person. And see. I can't remember. I think they have to be moving. Nope, now the tooltip's, yeah, that is broken. That is broken. We got to figure out what happened there. Maybe I commented it out. I don't know. But we'll leave that as something that needs to be done because it's not important right now. So we need to change this, though, and then we can work on skills. And I thought about the skills a little bit because I haven't done it in another game. But in my other game, the skills are linked to the weapon they're equipped, so it's a different thing. So, I think what we'll do is we'll just do a public class for these, and maybe at some point we'll change like combat skills to a list or something. So when they're moving, let's see what happens when they move. I think that's under token movement, which I think I had open here. We can close some of this. We don't need this open. We don't need county improvements. Kind of narrow this down a little bit. Hopefully, we might need that. We will definitely need that. County info control work, we're going to maybe need. Hopefully, we don't need this. Battles, battle control. All text we'll probably need. We might need that. We probably might need that. We might need that. The county dictator? I don't think we need that. Event log. Find neighbors. I fixed that. That's what I was fixed last night. I literally was falling asleep and I was like, didn't I delete that find neighbors thing? We might need county creator. No, we won't need that. And I was like, I did delete that thing because I wanted to move it and then save it, but then I still can't figure out what the benefit of a .pack file is. Like, what is the point of that? It just seems to cause more issues. Root nodes for something else. We don't need this. Faction data, county population, faction generation. These are all pinned, so we probably need this crap. What was I about to do? I already forgot. We are seeing they're moving. So we need token movement. I think token movement changes it. Already to idle or to moving. It does. Update current activity. What is this? Else does this do? So it currently just sets it to whatever activity we pass in here. But what we could do is clear out the. Let's do that. If activity is not equal to all text dot activities, this probably at some point is going to become a switch. I can already see it that we'll want to have different things. So this is like if it does anything else besides research, we want to currently, whatever this thing is called, it's not here though. It is under county population dot current equals null. We want to clear that out. Also somebody, and I think Joker probably himself, who's in chat, has told me this before, but somebody in the YouTube comments was talking about, mentioned that of one of my videos, it wasn't yesterday's, it was like last week's or something. Oh, I think I closed it. I know where it is because but I was hoping I had a different one open. So under county, county, we're in our UI thing, county info control here. He said you don't have to put the equals true or whatever. And I'm pretty sure Chad has said that before. And you can put an exclamation there if you want it false. I don't think that that's very readable to me. Like, I find that less readable because then you're looking for like an exclamation point. But I'm going to try it. Going forward, I'm going to try that and see if my brain can accept it. Because there's other things that I have disliked and then got used to later. We'll see how that goes. Going forward, I'm going to try that unless I'm always coming back like, what the fuck is this? Why does it just say visible? Wind, how's it going? So that is what we're going to do for today. Well, maybe for the future. What am I doing now? I am back to, I think what I just did, just surviving, huh? I think that's going to do the trick. I'm not sure how we'll test this. Because I guess there is one way we could test this. We go to here, we set somebody to research. What is this person's name? Ralph Simon. That's set there. I don't think this is, I think we need to change the next activity as well. Where was this fucking thing? Token movement, update. Come here. Um, hmm. So the reason why you can't see the next activity, which is what I guess we have to update that to when it moves. This is under select token. Okay. Um, you can say not visible with the word not. You mean like 90s slang where you're like, man, you're so cool. Not like that. So this is that. So the reason why I wasn't doing this is because it wasn't bother. It didn't matter. We were setting this to the next activity didn't matter up here, but I think we actually need to set uh, this also. I'm trying to think of a better way to do this here. So like if it's moving, it sets the next one. Maybe we could do that. If moving is what it's doing, that was over here. See, I told you this is going to become a switch here. I guess we could just make it a switch right now. Switch something activity. That's not how that works. I can never remember how switches work because I never use them. And I should be using them more, so I have to always look it up. How's your roguelike going, Wind? No, I was right. It's because I need this, and I need like a break or something. But then I need like case. What does the case part look like? It's just a thing. All text.activities.researching this thing, and then we'll go that up to there, get rid of that thing, get rid of this thing, and then we'll go case all text.activities.moving. The whole plan here is to make it less. We got to do less whatchamacallit, manually adding shit, manually having it do stuff. If this is moving, we'll just update next activity, and that's actually what we want. Except this will go down here, and I want this less ugly. So this is going to update the current activity. Oh, but we need this to not. Oh, can I put a thing here? No. Can I put a thing? See, this isn't going to work. Unless I put this under all of these. In real life shit is, my work has been out of control. We're like hiring like a bazillion people. And in real life stuff, just doing that sucks. So I want this to be the opposite. I don't think I can do that though. Oh wait, there is a way to do that. what you do is you have like a case at the end. What is it? Default. You go default. No. What did it say? Default. Just default. And then we put this down here. Except I'm doing something wrong here. Oh. Is there a little colon right there? There is. I just couldn't see it because I'm getting old. They aren't hiring Godot people. That would be interesting if they were. Oh, break's supposed to be over there. That's why I kept moving it. Oh, that was supposed to be over there. Okay. I guess that would make this easier. So I don't have anything for here, but I think I need to have this here so that the default. Is this going to work? No, this isn't going to work because it's going to hit this one. This isn't going to work. I actually think I need this in both spots. Basically, I need if it's not, well, maybe it says over here. Can I do like a like the opposite? Case opposite switch. It will figure it out here for me. Reverse. No, that's not what I want. False switch. No. Let's ask ChatGPT. It might know. I should have just left it a bunch of if statements, right? Every time I start fucking around with switches, it's just endless issues for me. My switch knowledge. In C#, I have a switch, and I want one of the cases to be false, and the rest to be true, to match the switch thing. And then we'll copy this over while it's thinking, because this thing, you know, it doesn't think that fast. So I put an if statement in the middle of the switch. What the fuck is the point of that? Here is what I currently have. Well, what do I currently have? Does this have the thing at the bottom? And I want, if it isn't researching, then it does the equals null thing. I don't know if that's enough information. Well, that says that's what I was putting, but I feel like what happens if it hits moving? Only when the activity is neither alt nor. I want it to happen when it is moving too, though. Well, okay. As long as it's right, at least it validates my feelings. Um, so I'll just leave it as this. I think we're gonna add more stuff to this. Uh, so I guess that will be what we'll do for now. I just want it to be, like I said, more automated and less whatever. it, it is. It is 2024. Now we got to test this somehow. We got to go back to here. And we'll set somebody to research. We'll put that as his next thing. He'll start moving. Or they'll start moving. We don't know which. All right, so research, assign. And then we'll close here. We'll double check. Their next day is research. We will begin moving. We will spawn them and begin moving them. Then we'll go to population. They're set to moving. Next day is idle. I don't know if I have this in here. Whoops. This is the second time I've clicked that today. Oh my God, now it's the third time. I need to put in a note about, I may already have this. It's going to be under heroes. Let's put movements. Let's go. If a hero is in transit, it needs to calculate if the next day's activity is moving or not, or idle. Excuse me? Oh, it was hid by the filter. That's fine. We don't give a shit. I mean, I guess we do give a shit. We gotta put where to go. Look, and put it right in the middle. All right, there's 2 bugs, huh? Let's take a look at them. Didn't I fix this yesterday? Feel like I fixed this yesterday. When did this bug come up? Let's see here. It's talking about this thing up here. This thing. It's probably, oh, what happens if we do it here? Well, I guess that's fine. It would still work there. It's probably now is it going to happen. No? Let's do it the other direction. I think I did the research first. So it has research, so that's the problem. It has research, but it doesn't have a research box. We can just assign a box and hide it, I guess, but that seems dumb. That would solve both issues. Whoops, we want to assign a research first here. I half fixed it yesterday. Yeah, that's what it is. We can just put a research box and put it in there. There's 2 things that and then just hide them. And it won't matter. Where is this thing? In fact, it's still sitting right here. We can just put it. Let's turn it on. And we'll just add in. At some point in the future, I'm gonna be like, why is this shit here? And what was the other thing? There was some other checkbox and, well, it only wants the checkbox. So we'll put this here and we're gonna rename this to fake checkbox. And then we'll go back to here. And we'll do this. We'll hide all this crap. I always wonder when I'm playing games, you know, because you hear about like people data mining stuff. I always wonder how much crap's just sitting around in the background. Like what is going on with certain games? Because you know, like they have a bazillion people. So there's like for my job, you know, I use a lot of Microsoft stuff, but I have a lot of other vendors that I use, and sometimes you can tell that two different groups of people made the code on the different pages that I'm using. There's this one where it sends a two-factor verification code, and it's like 10 numbers long, and then the next one is 4. And I know that that's two different groups of people made that. You know, like one guy's like, it's got to be like 10. Did I already sign this? I was talking, and I spawn you. Let's do it. Let's do this again here. Because I was talking and got sidetracked with my own talking. But yeah, that happens with Microsoft a lot, where I'm like, this is two different groups of people, and then they're connected. So you'll like click, and suddenly the UI is completely different looking and acts differently, and you're like, why does this search work this way? So let's spawn this guy. Okay, so that fake thing was just the easiest solution. Now we're back to whatever I was working on. We're almost to the skills. We didn't check that. We did check that. Let's double check. Are you still set to researching next day? Yep. And then you're going to go to here, and that should be, yep, perfect. I don't think we got any bugs. There we go. So that should solve that, and it also kind of builds we have like a foundation for something better for the next thing. All right, so now we're to skills. Skills should actually be somewhat complicated, but not that much. First thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to need a public class. No, we're going to do a resource. We're going to do a resource. I don't know. We'll try it. We can use a public class. The problem with a resource is that you got to like duplicate them, except I think I can just do new. Let me just try this real quick. What we'll do is under our county population, we'll just pretend we'll make a fake resource. What do I got? I got a research item we could use. This one right here, test data equals. Yeah, we can just do that, I think. What do you want? It's going to say use new, and then it's going to complain about that. No, it doesn't. All right, yeah, we can just do this. So we're going to go back to here. We're going to create a new resource in my resource thing called skills. What am I doing? Data? Or, yeah, my other one I call them resource. We're going to do a new script. And I'm going to go resource. And then we're going to call it skills data. And then wherever it went to. Then we're going to need a couple of things here. We're going to put in a public string skill name. We're going to do a public int skill level. Sure. Public int amount learned. And then I was also thinking we're going to need to, did I close my all text thing? No, I want all enums. We're going to put an enum in here, I think. Yeah, we'll do an enum of, where's my all enums? We'll do, are these like in some sort of order? They just tossed in here willy-nilly. It looks like they're just whatever. RST Public enum skills. No, skill type. And the first, what are we doing here? These are going to be all of the different attributes. So if we go back to our county population, I guess we don't have any attributes even in here yet. I thought I had them in here, just not assigned. They were just all 100, but I guess they're just, I didn't even make them. We got a loyalty attribute, but that's different than what I'm talking about. So we might as well make these attributes while I'm here, because we are going to need that at some point here. I know it starts with physical strength, and that's all I can remember. That's all I got, but I got this notebook over here. Everything will be fine. If I can read. I'm getting old and I need some glasses. I need glasses very badly. I'm on the wrong page here. Am I in the wrong book? I have books. Skills. I think a page got torn out. Here it is. Public int. What? Agility. Public int endurance. We're not going to use any of this shit right now. Public int intelligence. But we'll have these all here. We can always take them away. Public int. Oh, look, intelligence. Mental strength. Public int awareness. And I think there's one more. There's two more. Charisma. Looks. I think I got looks from like Cyberpunk or something. I can't remember. Cyberpunk had, I don't know if they've changed it, but in the good old day had like looks. And that is going to be, you know, somewhat important. I got too much shit on my desk. I need to clean off my desk too. All right, we just added all this stuff for no point at all. But we are going to use this over in our enums here. We probably should make these capital. Yeah, we should. And I think I hit insert. No, we're fine. We're fine. Insert is always the worst. And then we'll KD that crap. Lord Mac, how's it going? So I think what we'll do here is so the reason why we need these types is because we'll be using we'll be using them to get their bonuses to the skills at some point. We're not going to do that right now, but we'll have this shit set up for when we do. I know, enums, right? I really like that word. I don't know why. I'm a big enum. I'm a big enum fan. Once again, I'm not quite sure why I do, but I do. All right, so then we need to put back over to our wherever our skill resource is. Oh, here it is. We need to have public all enums skill type. and then skill type. And I think for now that's all we're going to need. And then over here, we're going over here somewhere. We're going to change. Oh, I didn't put a attribute at the end. Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to change these to skills data or skill data. It's skill data. Where's my resource? Let's close this thing up before I change something. Where did you go? Skills data. Skill data. Skill data. Okay. Then back to you. This is going to be a skill data and a skill data. Oh, the one bummer is this isn't going to quite work how I was thinking. Can we? I'm going to do it. What's your problem? Oh, yeah, that's fine. We don't mind that. I'm going to do a test here. We're going to create a skill called, I don't know, rifle. Research. Rifle. We got to build it. Oh, we can't build it while this is busted. Let us fix this then. Oh, we're bigger. I was like, why can't I see all this? Cool skill will be a skill data. This will be a skill data. This thing will come down here and it will be a skill. You know, I was thinking earlier of breaking, before I started streaming, of breaking that into two things, melee and ranged. And then I decided I wanted to make it, you know, because I plan to do the druid kind of faction, and they would probably use bows and things. And so I'm like, I think I'm going to have another, like a list of combat skills that is, you know, rifles, bows, crossbows, like that type of stuff. All right, we have one more. Cannot apply this to type. Okay. Give us any other issues? This one should be still an int. That's a whole different ball game there. Did I change it to a? No, but my order's wrong. Is that what happened? I did. I moved my cool skill here at some point. We got 2 commas now. Oh, but I moved it down there. All right. Oh, and we got to add all these attributes I just did too. Jesus Christ. My music stopped playing as well. It just croaked. It just said it's dead. Okie dokie. Music that you guys can't hear. Let's put these things in. It might actually just be easier to type these in. Where did I put them? I put them before this. Agility. Endurance. That was quite a typo there. Int. int mental strength, int awareness, int charisma, int looks. Down here, down here. Should probably just leave some extra room because I'm always changing this shit. Then down to here. You just gotta pause for a second sometimes and give it a second to figure out what I want. Not this time though. I wonder if it's because of the word strength, like threw it off. It's like, yeah, I don't know. You have another strength in here, so we can't figure it out. And then the final one. Okay, so now we have this constructor of doom here. This constructor that just continually gets larger and larger. So what was I doing again? Man, I cannot. Oh, we already did this one. So we got our items and stuff. What was I thinking about? We got our cool. Oh, I was gonna do a test of. So the type is the problem. So making this just new is fine, but and I needed to build this was the issue. And now we got to put all this crap in here. You know, if we're gonna do this, let's just start doing this here. What we'll do, I think we only need this once. We do only need this once. All right, so let's do this. This is wrong now. Okay, yeah, so this is in the wrong order. Let's just fix all this. Because I changed this to a skill. And then we're going to need, this needs to go down to here. Did I do this alphabetically over here? Or did I just throw this shit in? Well, the attributes are supposed to be in that order for... LMNO. But that means that this is off now. Jesus Christ. And this is off. I also wonder if like other developers are so anal about that shit, or is it just like a clusterfuck? Like who cares, right? All right, so we got cool construction. We got cool construction, and then for the loyalty attribute, this goes up here. We're gonna need an int. This is the same list that I just got rid of. We'll just say PS equals, we're going to need this. And we're going to need to duplicate this a bunch of times. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Agility's next. God damn it. Got my list right here. Should have left my little thing up. It's easier to read, and then this thing that I've gone through and torn up over the years. It's like 30 years old or something. Charisma and looks. I don't think it likes this because why? Iron must be used somewhere else. Iron must be a thing. Hmm. Well, that's strange. That doesn't make any sense, but that's fine. Then we're going to go back to, so cool skill, loyalty attribute. This needs to go here. These definitely have to be in an order. No, I'm pretty sure that other developers are as anal about this stuff, because like filling these out would be fucking impossible. So before the loyalty and after morale expendables, I'm pretty sure. Yep, we're gonna put in this thing. Where the fuck am I? We're over here. Population generation. So we're gonna go right here. Let's go up a little bit. MSAWCHLO. We'll do this. What are you complaining about now? Cannot convert. Yes. So what we need here is this is gonna be more of a pain in the ass. So we need this to be something different. So we need this to be, well, I guess, I was talking about how it's going to be a pain. It's not going to be a pain because we got to do it here anyways. I mean, it is a pain, but it's going to be less of a pain than I thought, because we already have that thing there. So let's go back to, what was I doing over here? I want that. No, it still is going to be a pain. No, maybe not. Because these are generating new ones. Whoops. This was gonna be a test, but at this point we're too far gone. It's not, we're just doing it. I was gonna try to test to see if this thing worked the way I wanted it to, but so that's gonna generate a new skill data for every one of these things. I was thinking we could drag and drop one in there, but whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. Because this is generating a new one, then we'll go back to this bug, and we're gonna go to here, and this is gonna equal, we're gonna have a new skill data for these things. What a giant pain in my ass. I wonder how much time this is adding to, like, the start of the game. It's probably infinitesimal, but I always worry about shit like that. And then I think we can do... We probably need to do, like, a new... I'm thinking here, there's probably... Well, if this one's new, then we probably don't need the new over on the other side. And I also think there's a way to do this. E and I think this will tell me, it'll be like, no, you can do this other thing. There it is. This is what I wanted. I guess we let's try it without. My fear is that they'll all get the same skill. Like all of the skills will be the same, but I think we'll be able to figure that out pretty easy. Let's go back to this. I think we can just do this because it's getting initialized or whatever the fuck it's called over on the other thing. So if we go back to our bug over here, it's the easiest way to find it. It's the bug. Then we're gonna do like, oh, this is actually, a lot of typing and programming, right? What a surprise. What was the rest of this thing? Tell me what this is. Come on, man. You're not going to tell me what this is? Thank you. I appreciate what you've done there. And then, oh, I keep putting the wrong thing here. And then that's the type. Construction's probably, I don't know. We'll just say physical strength for now. You kind of like get, whatchamacallit. You kind of get muscle memory. And then we'll copy this. And then get rid of this thing. God damn it. Okay. Then we need to rename this to cool. We need to rename this to construction. Or to research. This should be cool is mental strength. And research is intelligence based. And then rifle. And then this is going to be agility based, I suppose. Suppose. All right, then that covers that and this, except we gotta. And I think this is probably going to be easier if we copy this thing and put it here. And then we just double check it because there is some stuff that's not the same. At least there used to be. All of our skills are the same. If it is this, okay, now here it's these trues. These should be true. What is this? There's an easier way to do this too. So we put this up here. And then if hero equals true, then we just change these few things, I think. I think that's what we can do. I don't know. Oh, that's a, yeah, we'll get rid of this thing too. It's ancient. It's a console print thing. So it looks to me like we can go. Oh, it's already gonna be added in though. What are we doing this with? What do we got here? We are doing a for loop, so if county data is true, county population list. Oh, they're getting added to a different list though. Okay, this isn't gonna quite work how I wanted it to. All right, go back to what we were doing. Yeah, leave that. Go back. Keep going back. All right. I guess this is the way we have to do it. It's kind of dumb, but we're adding them to different lists, so I guess we could assign all this stuff. No, fuck it, who cares? So this needs to be true. This needs to be true. You know, we can ask ChatGPT false, 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 true, and be like, hey, is there a better way to do this crap? I'm just double checking that there's nothing. Get rid of this crap again. Not really sure why this comment is in here. Seems obvious at this point. All right, so hopefully we'll be able to like build and run this and it won't implode on our face. There might be something that we got to change though. It's like combat and stuff. We're using some of these skills already. Apply research. There's a reason we're going through all of this agony. We got to start, they got to be able to learn. So they got to be able to learn. Okay, one more time here. And then we'll be able to just check our population list here and see what we got. These are all different resources. That wasn't what I wanted to check, but it does give us some information. So what we need to do, where is that fucking thing? That's the population list. It's pulling like the you know, it says equals whatever construction skill, not construction skill amount, and it doesn't bug out there. So we got to go find this and update it. It's good to know that they're all new resources. I wasn't sure how I was gonna, you know, figure out a way to test that those are all different resources, because we don't want them to be the same resource. If they're the same resource, then we're fucked, you know. So here we go. Skill level. Oh. Sometimes it's so useful and sometimes it is not. useful at all. And you know what we should probably do as well is just like find cool, cool isn't a very good example. Find rifle and just kind of like look around to see if we need something. Need a skill level. All right, we do. This is like sorts the population to find out what order they want to spawn a guy at. I'm glad I did rifle skill then. Oh, here's another one. Cool skill. This is going to be a problem for a little bit. I can already tell where we're going to be stumbling across this shit for a while. And I'll be wondering why. What is this garbage? This is the population description. It knew what rifle skill was that time. Alright, I think we're back to the beginning. We should probably search the other ones, but I'm just not going to. And we'll just deal with the problems. Holy shit, it's already been an hour. The foundation's getting there. I'm going to take a break here, though, after we look at this population list. Alright, so, we could also add in here their fucking stats. Their attributes. We're going to run out of space. Is going to be the problem. And I had a feeling, not had a feeling, I knew this was going to happen, but I didn't know. I'm not sure how I want to do it where it will be better. Yeah, this is just manually typed in there. We probably we don't even actually need to put, now that I think about it, we don't need to put their attributes here because the attributes will affect those skills. What's going on here? The attributes will affect those skills, and the skills will, so you'll be like, oh, this guy has a 90 in rifle or whatever. I think something either didn't get saved. Amount learned. No, not amount learned. What the fuck? This is skill level. Oh, we also have this missing here too. This is skill level, not amount learned. I would just suddenly... Amount learned is something else. That's what we're going to actually work on next. Is how they learn from doing... Did I do that somewhere else? I did. I hit tab because I thought it was going to offer to go to the next thing. And it did not. All right. There we go. Now let's go back, and that might turn into an array or something at some point. But I don't actually think I need an array currently. Yeah, we should probably update that shit too. All right, that's what I'll do when I come back. Is we'll update the attributes. The attributes don't actually affect anything right now, though. But I am going to take a quick break, and I will be back in less than 5 minutes. Let me stop my music that you guys can't hear, and I will be right back. All right, I am back. Charles, this is a video game, a 2D 4X game. It takes place in North America, and I'm only working on Oregon right now, but eventually it will take place in all of North America. Um, but right now it does not. And I decided when I was outside, I think I should update this. Since we're here, we can do this description panel. Might as well, right? So let's go to our population description panel. We'll do a new thing here. Buttes. We already have something. I was hoping it would put that there for me. And we don't need a faction. Then we will go, what, oh, do we already have this somewhere? Oh, all right. Does it just say 100? Does it just say 100? What is this shit? Updated tributes. It's really silent for me, so I gotta start music that you guys can't hear. Did I already ask how you were doing, Charles? I don't remember. Do we already have this set? We do. Okay, so this should be relatively simple then. We'll just do all of our, and as long as I have maybe I don't. I don't. All right, we got to add a bunch of labels then. No, I do. It might actually be easier just to delete this shit. No, it's not. It might actually be easier to delete this shit in Excel. Because I can just delete columns. Let's see. Except I gotta delete and paste it as something. Keep text out. No, that's not gonna do me any good either. All right, there's no easy way off the top of my head. I'm not in accounting. Accounting is whenever people ask me Excel questions at my work, I just go ask accounting. They know all that shit. All right, attributes. We'll put this down here. Loyalty comes first. No, does loyalty come first? Loyalty comes at the end. So we will put loyalty at the end here. And we will get rid of this crap. And this crap. This crap. Then we'll do a bunch of typing here. Oh, thanks. It gave a little thing at the end. Dot tech. Whoops, that's not a dot. Equals county population dot physical strength to string. And then I guess we can just copy all of this over. All of this over. It did it for a second. Yeah, go to the next one. Okay, you don't like that one, huh? Thank you. And then put that there, and then we'll go agility, endurance, intelligence. Can I just double click this crap? Mental strength, awareness, charisma. I almost called it chemistry, and then looks. Okay. So now we have all this shit done. Let's restart it one more time. And then we will check the population list. Even though those attributes aren't doing anything yet, I mean, I guess we could make them do something. And we'll check this. And this person has a pretty high mental strength and looks. All right, that's all we needed to check. We didn't get any bugs, so there we go. We have that shit set. So now we can go back to what we were going to do from the very beginning, and that is improve skills and how they improve and how they improved themselves. We don't need a dictionary after all. So what we will do is we're going to create a new script called experience. And this is just a standard old script here. Experience. It's not going to inherit a node though. You know, I think it's going to be, I think it's actually going to be a public class. And it's going to inherit nothing. Can I put in public class? No. All right, I got to do a node, I guess, and then turn it into a public class. Then we'll open this up, and we'll go get rid of this crap. And then we'll go namespace, go down here, and then we'll get rid of this shit. Yeah, we'll get rid of that shit and that shit. We might need that shit. Where was that other public class I was doing yesterday or the day before? That was under skill check. Where the fuck was that thing? Skill handling. We did need Godot in there. It will add itself back in if we need it. Now I lost my experience. So we will put in here a public void and we'll call it check learning, I guess. And what we'll do, we need to pass in a skill data, and we'll say, so every time it checks the learning, it adds in, it automatically gets one amount learned. And I'm going to put a note in here. Skill is used, the amount learned goes up. Because I had this in my other code and I was like, wait, why is it just going up 1 every time? And I couldn't remember why it was that. Because amount learned and skill level, I keep, swapping them back and forth. So, and then instead of writing this code, I can just pull this code from my other game. Seems like the easiest maneuver here. Scripts. I wonder if this is attached to a node. I wonder if it's a node. It is a node. We're not going to use the node thing. Attempts to learn is what I called it. Oh, I have a random thing in there too. But what we want is this part. Just out of laziness here. I have some issues. And skill data. We need to add this in. Max learning needed. Where do we got some hero shit? Here's probably where this should probably be called like population shit. I mean, it is also hero shit, but loyalty number check. We need, I guess this is an export. Yes, we need this to be an export. And we'll have this equal 10 for now, which means they gotta learn it 10 times before it can go up. So basically how it's gonna work is basically how it's gonna work is, now I got a thing up here. Every time you use a skill, your amount learned goes up. When it gets to 10, it rolls, and you want it to lose. You want to fail the roll. And then I wish this thing would, there we go. I was going to say I wanted it to guess. Guess? I wanted it to tell me. This is going to be the event log. Because it's different on the... this will be county population. Whoops. Oh, we're only passing in the skill data, so... Is that going to work? I think we actually need to pass in... Do we need to know? I mean, we do need to know who's doing the, just to put it into the log. But we want this skill to actually, I guess we could just also pass in the county population. I was trying to think, because I was like, oh, we could just pass in just the county population because it already has the skills attached, but we don't know which skill we're going to be updating. So we'll just do that. Max XP roll. I guess we need this too, so they can learn more. This is how much they can learn per roll. So we'll say 4, 1d4. That's a 5 because it's in the random thing. And we'll go back to here. So between 1 and 4, and then we'll go county population dot first name learned experience learned in skill name, and then we add this. This is if they fail their skill roll. That way it makes it harder as they learn more to, but they get a point in amount learned regardless of if it's what's going on here. It's a better or an easier way to do this, I guess, than all of this stuff here. Is it better or is it okay? And then it resets it back to 0. So if they are at 10, it resets it back to 0. And we'll put this in here. And I guess we'll put the county population's name in here too. This is going to fill up the logs. This actually isn't even going to the log, so what the kill. All right, this one's going to the log. This one. So now we need to fire this off. So I think once again, we'll put this in faction data. I'm still not sure if this, oh, we could have put this under skill handling actually. Maybe we should put the experience under skill. because this is gonna check. Yeah, let's get rid of this script. After all that. One extra here. Go up? No? Yeah, I think skill handling is better. We already have a skill handling, and then we can just close this thing, and we can delete it. And hopefully I'll be able to find it later. And then this one we can close because that's for that other game. We'll hit save here. And then, so we already have a skill handling being generated by the faction thing. So then we're going to need to go back to battles. So there's a couple of places basically where we're going to need to update skills. One is the battle control. So we're going to pass in. It doesn't matter if they hit or if they miss. So at the end of all this, we can go skill handling, what, no? Do we not know our factions here? No, we do. We can do it. This is a very shooting, county population, skill, or no, faction data, skill handling, check learning, and then we pass in themselves and their rifle, sorry, shooting, rifle, skill. And then I'm going to put a comment in here because this looks like absolute garbage. Check if experience is learned by the attacker. But I think we also are going to want to have in this defense. Yeah, we are. We're also going to want to have the defender check their cool skill. So we'll have check if rifle experience, and then we'll over here we'll say, fuck you. We'll say check if the defender's cool skill experience is learned by the defender. Check if the defender's cool skill learns anything. I have two different things. Whatever. Then we'll just copy this. We'll put this down here, and we'll put, what did we call that? Getting shot at. Shot at. Skill handling. We'll put this down here. I guess we can put this down here too, so it's easier to fucking read. Getting. And getting. And this is going to be cool. I mean, it doesn't really matter who's doing the skill handling, but I think that should work. We'll see if this turns into an implosion of agony. Then under our research, okay, we're going to change these. We're going to change these and see if my brain can handle it. Let's get rid of this. It's just garbage at this point that's cluttering my code. We want to, that means we can get rid of that too. And that. And did we get rid of this destroy thing? I didn't see it. destroy. All right, I guess it's not there. I guess where did I put this? That's a rhetorical question. I think I put it under just research. I don't. No. Yes, it's under just a thing. Let's go back over here. It's right here. Population research. So then after each one of these, we're going to go county population dot faction data dot skill handling dot check learning. I don't know why that looks like that. And then we're going to do that, and we're going to go research skill and apply hero. This is going to be the same thing. Increase researchers. Oh, wait. No, these guys don't actually get this. They don't get it. They're not using. They're using their skill, but not in the. This is just like you got to have them actually researching for them to increase their possible skill thing. Increase research, and then once again, it doesn't matter. You know what we could do actually, which makes this much better, is we could put this inside this check because it happens every time. It doesn't matter. We don't know the. We could put in the county pop. So yeah, we can put it right inside this check. That way we don't have to go through and have two lines for every time they check. Oh, except we don't need it. We don't need it for this one research thing. The research thing, they're not going to be learning research as they. So okay, I guess we will have it. It will only be the researcher that gets the experience. And I'll put a little note in here because I probably wonder why that's not there. Only the researchers get or learn research skill. Normal population who is just adding a tiny bit of research does not get a learning check. All right, so now we get to deal with all these bugs I prior created. Let's hit play and see what we've done to cause this. Because we're like, I haven't done any. I've changed like 45 things and haven't done any testing here at all. So the way we're going to be able to test this is with this. We'll assign a researcher. We'll close this here. We will unpause it, and we're just gonna wait for like a day. I think it comes at 5 o'clock. We could speed this up. There's 5 o'clock. It's the amount of research done, 10. Okay, no, that's a different thing. Annie's skill is not ready to level up. So we're going to have to wait like 10 days. Let's put it at times 8 and relax here. We'll just kick back. I'll talk to chat. There's nobody in chat right now, I don't think. I'll just kick back and I'll talk to myself. I'm used to it. Well, it's over now, but for a week I took care of my friend's cat. And all I did, he has like one of those pet cams. All right, so that worked, except we want this to not print that to the log. We want this to say... So I'm going to try that as I'm leaving this because that's a true statement. Anyways, he has a pet cam, and I just sat and talked to his cat for like, 30 minutes a day. And I wondered if he could hear me when he checks his pet cam sitting there talking to his cat. All right, so this is only gonna do it if the player log there, if it is player, because we don't want to see these. Well, I mean, it would probably be nice to know that the other guy is. So the people who failed the roll, it resets their learning back to 0, so they have 10 more days to continue on to try again. And this is the problem, though. I think what's going to happen is they're going to learn too quickly. So we'll have to bump up. I think 10's too low. We might have to bump it to like 100 or something, or make the check more difficult or something like that. So we're going to assign this researcher again, and we're going to close this. We're going to bump this to 8. We don't need this shit. Sure, I want this shit. And we'll wait for 10 more days to see what happens. Ken Barnes is now researching basic research. Looks good to me. And then we'll do a combat one as well, just to make sure that we're not getting any bugs there. So day 10 has happened. Kenneth learned 2 in research, and that is our guy. We can look at his description. He's got a 30 in research. I guess I didn't look ahead of time. All right, we'll do one more test then, and we'll see. Well, the thing is, we're gonna have to wait to see if he could fail as, he could fail as in not fail. Why? Why are you reporting him? Poor guy. Okay, research. Evelyn Campbell. Can you report people to HR? Oh wait, we didn't look at his thing. His research is 31, or their thing. Evelyn. Just for being a punk. And I think it might be time to get rid of this thing. I basically just had this to make sure that worked. In fact, we will. We'll get rid of that after this test of... Okay. I think that happened on day 9, though. And it did work. I don't know if it works that way. We don't need this anymore. There we go. I'm going to leave it there just in case. So now we need to test some combat here. And we're just going to continue on from where we were because why not, It's supposed to work at all times. I will declare war on this person. And this probably isn't enough combat. Wait, Evelyn learned 4. Evelyn learned 3. Evelyn learned 2. Something's wrong there. Learn nothing. It should check. It should check once. I feel like their amount learned is off. I don't think I can look at that though. It is just like an int. No, it's not. It's a public class inside an int. So what went weird there? I wonder. let's add in. Let's put it right here. Let's put it right here. Um, whoops. First name has amount learned I forgot a little thing here. Wrong side. Got a thing here. I'm wondering if we're not getting, if the resource isn't being created correctly and they're all using the same resource. Jacqueline, is that your name? No, your name's Mary Sanders. So that's going up. It's supposed to go up like that, and they start recounting. But I think maybe, well, maybe I have. I feel like the research was what threw it off. We just saw it reset though. So it went up to, we're almost here. It's at 0, so it went up to 10. And there's a lot of people. We could put in here actually. Just so we only have to see our oh, we can just leave that without the true thing. Let's do some research first and see, because I think what's happening is it's the amount learned is going to the wrong, to all of the skills or something like that. That only happens every day, though. I was just double checking they're researching. That only happens every day, so let's speed that up. We probably could change also, get rid of that hour change bullshit. Okay. We could probably get rid of a lot of this stuff. Our amount to learn 1. Oh, I guess only 1 day has passed. But so let's go to war though. That will clear off the well, it should clear off the research. Oh man. Oh man. There's so much shit flying by. Now they're at 0. Could it be that it's just happening so much? Like if it gets to 10 so quickly, it's every 10. I think that might be the deal. I was looking at the I was looking at the time. Hmm. Let's restart this. I think it's happening too fast. We might be able to look. Actually, here we go. Skill amount to fail. You know, this is how we can look at the hour changed thing. Uh, Martin's amount learn is 8. Skill is not ready to level up. Let's get these skill checks out of here because they're throwing off my shit. I think it just so we would need like that set to like 100 or something. 10 isn't enough, so it's every 10 hours of combat they can get a skill improvement. That's too much. And so then we would need 2 different types of skill, which I was thinking about. Um, all right, let's pause that. Yeah, that's what it's doing. It's just too fast. It happens too fast. Okay, so I knew, like I was saying earlier, that like the balance is gonna be the problem. I didn't think it would be this quick that we had already run into a problem with the balance there. So this is the amount that it checks. So we need a second type or a different type. Um, let's go out. Let's go check this. So this part's fine. What we need to have is a second, and we could do it by like intelligence skills take 10 and physical strength take whatever. But I think it's going to be kind of a different. I think it's going to be different. I think what we're going to need to do here is have combat skill learning needed, and we're going to say like 50. I think 100 actually is what it's going to be closer to. Um, then we're gonna have to be able to tell which is which though. So we're gonna have to go back to this skill data, not skill handling, our skill data here. I guess we can't. I guess can we go to here? No. Can we go to here? Can we go to here? Can we go to there? No. Skill data, where are you? We're gonna need like a different type. This might have been useless. Or we could just put a bool in here for now. Let's do that. A bool is combat skill. And then we'll go back to we should be getting, oh, I guess it wouldn't air out, but it's going to be in the generation of our population. We're going to have, where did I put that? Right here. Is combat skill equals true. And then these ones, I think they default to false. I'll put it in there anyways. Whoa. Is combat skill equals false. Actually, this is true. And Because I have a nothing. Okay, this is false. Okay, so from here, we're going to want to go back to something, to our experience, or this thing. And what we'll do is up here, we'll have an int called learning needed. We're actually going to go if skill data dot is combat skill equals true. What the fuck is this song? You guys can't hear it, but it's terrible. Equals else. This actually can be up here. And this is going to be here. I know, this is absolute mess. And then this is going to be learning needed. All right, so this way, if it's a combat skill, he'll take 100. And we can adjust that. That's why I keep putting everything over in global. So it's easy to find. We can just adjust it, whatever. So now, let's run this and do a battle. There's going to be like so much balance with this learning thing. It's kind of interesting. I accidentally clicked this and then I tried to drag away like I do on websites and then let off, but it knew that I had done it. Speed you up here. I'm very tempted to disable that thing. Okay, so we didn't get any skills, which is what we wanted because we have it at 100. So it's going to take a long time for your combat skills to go up. We can adjust that, like I said. So I think that's what we wanted to do here. So the skills are now getting. That was actually surprisingly quick. So the skills are now getting updated. Man, this song sucks too. And you can learn from your skills. Sometimes my mix starts going into like college rock music, and it's just too. Not all of college rock, but it's like sometimes it's too soft for my brain, too weak. All right, so we have all this shit done. Let's pick what we're gonna do next. We need to add another skill or another research is what we need to do next. That's 100% what we need. And I think I might actually break these two. Well, let's pick what we're gonna add here. Research ideas. Apprenticeship, central authority, currency, farms. That's a tier 2. Housing, personal property, ammo, research shack. Wait, we already have a research shack. Scavenger shack. Storage. Storage is a pretty good one we could do right now. I was thinking, let's go back to our little list here of 2 items. Basic production currently has a fisher's shed, a garden, and a lumberjack station. we could change this to just be food production. It's already going to be learned, though. We need to find something that we're not learning that isn't started out learning. I guess we could just turn it off. Whoops. Walls or defensive positions. And if anybody has any suggestions, feel free to tell me, and I'll keep adding them on here. I have like many more ideas. I'm housing in here. Did I alphabetize this? Is that what's going on? I guess I did. But these are just the basic ones, and I'm sure I forgot many things. And I don't want to do any policies yet because I want to have like a basic thing first. And I need a basic thing that you can research. That isn't going to throw a bunch of chaos into the game, because this is going to cause chaos. Just getting them to pick between the two different things is going to. Storage is kind of interesting. We could do storage. We also could do the different buildings. So instead of basic production, we could add in, and that actually will, well, no, because it's going to be done. So basic food production and then basic resource production would be two separate things. And so with two separate things that you already know how to do, you're going to have like a lot of choices of what you can build at the beginning. Then they're not going to be that great. Basic research, we have that. Let's do storage, because I don't think we're going to start out with storage. So let's go back to our list here. Add storage research. And this is like a 45-step process. We're going to need to also add warehouse county improvement. And then we're going to also have let the faction AI decide which research it wants to do between the current two. So those are going to be the basic things here. All of these are issues. I don't know what I just clicked on here. Hopefully I put that in the right thing. And then we're also going to have some max. So every, like I was saying, like that's C# interfaces for me to do some tutorials on C# interfaces. That wasn't clear. Each piece of research that I'm going to do, that I add in, is going to cause these things. I keep saying this, and it's going to keep like expanding on what we need to work on. So we're going to be like doing research for a long, long time. And then after that, I think I'll move this up. I think we got to go to multiplayer. I don't think we have an option. I think that's got to be like next after research. And that's going to be tough. I'm going to make a copy of the game and then fuck around with it. And a branch. Wait, I can just use a branch and fuck around with it. But I'm going to take a quick break. Let me, get away. Now I'm like on some sort of surf rock music, and it's just awful. It's just awful. I know you guys can't hear it. And now, what is everything sucks. Here, we'll go with the Pixies. And we'll hit start, and then we'll pause it, and you guys can't hear it, but that will. Um, yeah, that's the problem. That's why I was like, I'm gonna make a copy of the um, the code, the repository, because I don't. What I'm gonna find out is could be game breaking mistakes, like where it's completely broken and I need to roll back. Which actually, I mean, that's what the branches are for. And I did in my other game, I think it was, I was testing some shit and I got really far along and then it turned out that the whole idea I had was bad. So I just rolled it all back and then went down a different path. Um, but yeah, I'm going to take a quick break and I will be back in less than 5 minutes, I hope. All right. Like I said, I hope, and I didn't. Okay. What are we doing? We are adding a new research. So let's stop this thing. Oh my god. My cat has been out of control today. Attacking, crying. He's crying right now. Running around, jumping off walls. Pure insanity. He's just, I don't know, springtime craziness. All right, so I kind of changed how this worked. We're generating these. We're gonna duplicate that. Well, we better turn this on. We have to have, we're like assigning it with code to what these are. This one will be basic storage. And then let's move this up to here. And where was that code? Oh, we also need to put, I have this all research, so we need to generate a resource, not there, for research items. And we'll just right click on there. It was pretty easy. Storage. And then we'll have a new research item in here, and we gotta apply some stuff to it. Yeah, we gotta get an icon of some sort. I don't think I got one already for storage. Let's look at our graphics here. A desk. No. All right, let's get an icon from this icon place. You know, I saw these icons in another game recently, but they were like the colored versions, and they had made them, like, improved them slightly. Look, there's a test tube. What about a warehouse? Do you have a warehouse? We have a barn. We have a forklift. What about a box? So I see some boxes with cats inside. Radioactive boxes with cats. Box unpacking, a box trap, a cardboard box closed. Here we go. Is it a gift? No. We're going to download that. We're going to open it up. We're going to rename it on my other monitor to basic storage. It's close enough. Excuse me. It's close enough for what we're doing. And drag it over here, except we got to select this first because Godot is strange. It's very strange. Then we got to go back to our research thing. We got to apply a texture. We got to put this texture. Nope, not that one. This one is going to be basic storage. Instead of having everything laying around, why don't we have a centralized place for our junk? And then we'll go back to this texture, wherever the fuck I put it. Here it is. Nope, that's not it. And we'll put it right here. And amount of research done is 0. Cost of research, we'll say 500. And we are going to need a county improvement to put in here. The county improvement is going to be a I was just looking at those pictures. We need another box, or we got to use the same thing. We could use the same thing, I guess. We can put a box with a cat in. Oh, nope. Schrodinger's cat. Okay. No, I just wanted box. We could use... We'll do this one just to have different things. Warehouse. Unless they have a like some other... A mushroom house. Sydney Opera House. That's a weird one. Did I use a PNG? No, I used an SVG. SVG. A DDS? The fuck is a DDS? What else could we use? Crate? A crate? A crate could... Okay. I don't know what a DDS is. I've never even heard of that. A double down storage. No. I think a crate's actually better for... It doesn't really matter. But we'll use... for county improvement, we'll use the crate for the warehouse. Is what most larger games use in Godot. The actual DDS gets packed in the export instead of import data, making it easier to overwrite for modding. Direct draw surface. Yeah, I've never heard of that before. That's how much I know about games. Making games. Once again, not really sure what the point of the pack file is. It still has not clicked why that exists. All right, so now we need to go back to our resources, and we need to add a new county improvement. And we're going to go resource, county improvement, and we're going to call this a warehouse. And then we're going to open this puppy up, and we're going to put our crate in here. And this is going to be warehouse. And we're going to call this simple warehouse. Dilapidated? No. Converted. Because you're converting, it's not a dedicated warehouse. How about we store our stuff in an abandoned building. Influence cost, sure, we'll do 500. Max amount of construction, 500. Max builders, 5. Workers, 1. Resource data, none. I wonder if that's going to throw a wrench in our stuff. Daily resource, 0. And then this is actually going to give you a bonus to a different thing. So we're going to have to, that's going to be another thing. We'll put that on the list. Add storage to game. We currently do not have any storage in the game. And then we're also, you know what we never did, and I had it on here somewhere, I'm almost positive. It's under like the top UI. I guess we'll put it in here. Show amount of production of resources in top bar, because we're going to need that. We're going to need actually a couple of things once this is done. This isn't really part of research, but it is part of like the overall thing. And This is gonna probably be like the day before the. It would show how much was produced the day before. And then we're also going to need, this is probably all under county improvements actually. But we need this in here so that we can kind of can click through. I think I fixed a bunch of these. Wow, there's a lot of these little. Maybe we should drag this whole thing over. That's a good idea. Ability to remove county improvements. County improvements actually generating the resources. Let's move this over like a little closer, and we might actually have to work on some county improvement stuff for our research to make more sense. Because currently, like, you research stuff and it doesn't do anything. And what is the point of that? All right. So let's finish our county improvement though for what we're doing, and then we'll go from there, because this is going to take a little bit just to even get this to work right. Then over here in all research, we have to add an element, but I actually want this one. I think I can just grab this to go here. And then we want to go back to our research, wherever it went, basic storage. We'll go here. And then, so this is the bummer that I was talking about, is that as we add more to this lists and stuff are going to get more and more complicated and easier to fuck up. But I guess, once I guess that's just programming. That's just how it is. Faction generation. How did I do this? Because I did manually have to put in some shit here. Add starting research. We'll probably have to rewrite this because currently it is making all research completed. That's not true anymore. Guess I could have just done that. If it's research at start equals true, it adds amount done equals cost of research. Otherwise, it just adds it on and it duplicates it. But then what about when we open up our research control? We need to generate assigned researchers and check for researchers, not that. We need to, like, on ready, we have something that is like, it checks somewhere. Apply hero, population research, increase research. It's none of that crap. This is just that array at the top. That was something that didn't work. I thought it was this, but maybe, let's look here. So on this page is the research control. We're assigning these somewhere, like we're assigning their thing here, but maybe this is, let me look at this code a little closer here, and we'll put a note on it. Check for generate assigned researchers, clear researchers, show researchers, apply player research to UI. Here it is. And it's as long as that one thing is lined up, I think it should work. So, well, fingers crossed, right? I think there's like 6 more steps that I have to do. Oh, I didn't assign the county improvement to that research. So it's not going to do us any good for there, but we can check to see if this thing bugs out here once we open this up here. It did not bug out, but it also did not work. I thought I manually did it for each. Okay, so this is under faction generation. All tier 1 research data. Something didn't work here. Let's fix that county improvement thing though while we're basic storage. We need this to have our warehouse in here. And we're going to ignore that thing. And it should be going from all research. We have it here. Basic storage. This all looks right. But it didn't grab it. I think there's one other step. I need to like write down the steps of how to do the adding new research, because I'm going to forget. So we got basic research is happening in basic production. For each research item or research item data in all tier 1, all research, is this not? That's there. Researched at start equals true. That should be false. That's what we want. We want that to be false. And so false, it just adds this, it duplicates it and adds it in there. I wonder why it's not. So let's go back, like I said, to, we could, you know what we can do here? Well, I might already have something. Down here, research assigned. So it looks like maybe we need to change something on here. I thought I was leaving these. Oh, I do have like, so it's not that the stuff's not getting assigned, it's that we're assigning this, it's under here. Research item I. Is this not? No, it's there. Hopefully I'll remember this the next time. I remember last when I added in the whatever it was, researching. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's because I duplicated this. These are like connecting to this other one. That shouldn't be that way though. Wait. If I put this basic storage up here, I'm curious if that will solve the issue. I feel like if that's the case, then there's gonna be something, we're doing something wrong. And I think I vaguely remember like, oh, I should clear out those things and see what happens. It still didn't update though. Research panel is opened. Check if research is done. I don't know what this is anymore. So we will get rid of that. Very strange. I'm. So this is the research item button. These are here. This is a duplicate. Maybe it's the duplicate. I don't feel like that's the problem, but we could just delete this. And we could instantiate a child. I vaguely remember going through this too. Let's cancel that. Let's go back to our scenes. Maybe you can't duplicate those things. The fuck is this thing called? I think it's this thing. Yeah, it's this thing. And drag a new one up here. In reality, I feel like it shouldn't matter at all what's in here, but let's see. We're just gonna ignore those since they are. It's like it's the boy who cried wolf thing. So it needs to have something in here, which is strange to me that it needs to have something in here. But we can put this is happening like before. So there's just some other bug that I've stumbled across by adding this in here. And we can fix that. I don't want to have to put things in here. I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world, but it would be nice to just have it work without putting shit in there. Basic storage. I wonder if it happens the second time. Like it doesn't work the first time, and then it... Oh, now it's working. Okay, so you can't duplicate it, I guess, is the problem. Which is dumb. But you know what we could probably do here is we could, well, we could probably just put it right here. Is just make that a new one and then clear out basic storage there. There's always some little thing. It's my lack of overall knowledge here. Initial update. So that new thing works, but we need to assign. I guess this is happening no way. There's no way this is happening faster. I guess we just need to have this in here. It's not the end of the world. We'll just put this in here. It's fine. I guess that will help us figure out what the fuck is going on when we're figuring out where this stuff is. So that just has to be in there. I gotta remember, I guess. It's weird that this works at all. Oh, I didn't fuck with the size of this. Normally... Is this one like a tiny bit bigger? Let's go back to here. And actually, let's go to here. Where's my UI thing here? UI scenes. And let's drop this into, this is part of the button, I think. Where's my crate? It works on that one. Oh, it's the wrong. No, that's the right thing. No, that is the wrong thing. We're looking at the county improvements. Let's put back this other thing. This thing whoa, that thing goes in there. And we need to look at our county improvement box. I guess I could have just not saved that. We don't need to do it's not the research isn't the problem. It's our county improvement button that doesn't like this. Crate. A lot of scrolling back and forth. I suppose I could type in the thing. It looks fine there. It looks fine there, which is always the classic. I bet you if, let's go back to here, go back to, or actually we don't need to go back to there. I bet you it looks different because it's being squished down a tiny bit on that one compared to the other thing. If we go to our county and we go to our research, basic research, and say it's researched at start, then we go over to our county improvements. See, it fits in there. It's when we were making it smaller that's the problem. So let's go back to our county improvement thing. I wonder if we could put like a, I say fit width. Okay. Wonder if we can change this fit width proportional maybe? Let's see if that does it. Like I said, I think it's because it's just squishing it down. We're using the same thing for two different spots. Maybe we'll have to at some point do it differently. It still did not. Wonder why this particular one is the one that it doesn't like. Wonder if there's like something we can do to just like trick it. What is the size of this one? Maybe that's the thing. Well, no, it should be fitting the width. Maybe it's not a square. I wonder why fit height makes it go away. I'm curious what happens if we just run it with fit height. And we'll check the other ones too to make sure. It's always some little thing that like throws a wrench and everything. Well, it's gone. As you would expect. Hmm. Oh, that pushes it way out, though. Oh, I never noticed that this isn't really centered. Yeah, none of that is what we want. We want the vertical. So it's like it's almost like it's stretching past the vertical. So this texture does have a size set in here. What is this thing size? 600 by 200. What happens if we go like one? Oh, I can't. Wonder what the size is on the one that's being changed. That's actually running in the background here. Man, it's always something, right? We want this up. We want remote. We want player UI. We want description. Research panel. That's not what we want. We want. Hmm. This says it's the right size, that it's the same size. I mean, not this. It's this, but it's not. There's no scale on it. I was thinking maybe there was like some weird scale that was happening. I mean, there's this scale, but there's no like scale down here. Let's see. Let's go back to actually this one. It's 512 by 512. So is this one. Wonder why this one is the like, well, let's check some other ones, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, that one's. No mini maps? No mini maps? These are all SVGs as well. What a weird issue. You know, does the other one? I think this one just has one too. Yeah. In this texture, we could do a minimum size of like 190, let's say. Oh, that didn't work as I thought. Maybe it is proportional thing. No, they're square, so it's not a proportional thing. I mean, I guess it could be squishing it out the other way. So weird that these are all, they say they're all the same. You know what we could do is um, we could put in here something else to see if that is, where am I going? Our county warehouse. Because maybe it's like this thing. Let's put in like a different, just whatever, this research one. And see if it's a different, like if the different graphic has some sort of effect, and maybe it's there's some other thing. I did create a new one of these. Okay, so it is different. It's got to be this thing is what's different. Let's put this back in here. Whoops, no. No, we've got to go back to, where the fuck am I? We got to go back to our resource here, our warehouse. Oh, I guess we are in the warehouse. All right, we were. So it's got to be this thing. Has some different setting somewhere. But then if this thing has some different setting, how is that possible? It's not this thing. It is. This is a thing. It's inheriting. There's like editable children. It shouldn't be. I guess we could. Let's see. Is it still open? VBox container, county improvements. Is this the right spot? It is the right spot. It's this one county improvement. HBox. County improvement button. Here's our texture rack. This one has a custom minimum size and stuff. Maybe I'll take a screenshot of this and see. It's weird. It changed my other monitor when I hit screenshot here. We'll do this. Move this over here. Close this. Open this one. And these say 200, while this one says 211. I'm looking at the wrong thing, I think. No, it's this one. Position 0. Yeah, this says 200. The position is different, though. It's got to be because I made a new one from this, though. Maybe I shouldn't just worry about it. I mean, I've wasted so much time on this. It's just a strange thing that all of a sudden that this is weird, and even dropping in a... I was like, why didn't I just put it up here? But I see why I did not do that. What happens if I did put it up here? I think it stretches it across the whole thing. Yeah, that's why I put that that whatchamacallit, this texture rec down here. It's got to be because I didn't duplicate that one, but it also doesn't make any sense. Well, I mean, I guess we could, this is the way we could test this, is go back to, we're on local. We could just delete this one. And then we can duplicate this one. I don't think actually the duplication thing was the problem. It was the fact that there was nothing in here. Or there was a duplicate. They didn't match up, so they croaked out. So we put this storage back up here. And I'll rename that in a second. So maybe something changed between these things. Okay, maybe that, well, that didn't solve the problem anyways. Fucking UI stuff, right? Basic. I just went back to what I had before. Oh, look, this has like, oh, I still have the, we don't want to edit the children. It's so weird. I wonder if I should just say fuck it for now because we're not doing anything. You know, we're doing the beautifications later. It is bizarre. They're supposed to be inheriting, I think, because these are the scenes. I mean, they're all the same. And then when we run it, this gets a tiny bit larger. Maybe it has something to do with like the amount of text or something in there. Yeah, I'm just not going to worry about it. I'll put a note somewhere that this graphic's fucked up. Create graphic in the county, in the warehouse county improvements. And the research description panel is too big. Put that up here. All right. So that wasn't, we already have the, we're going to work on this. Where to go? We're going to work on this soon. So now we've added storage research. We need to turn off that it's done though. So let's go back to this. We'll double, we don't want it to be done. And I think we're going to need to make a couple of changes and I'm going to call it a day. This is probably actually a pretty good spot to call it a day. But we have 0 here on basic storage. We have our broken shit there. We can assign somebody, hopefully. He's researching basic storage. And in fact, if we let the AI run, it's going to assign basic storage to everybody, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of interesting that the mouse has to be over that for the spacebar to work. Yeah, so they're all researching basic storage because I had it manually put in there. We're gonna have to have like types of storage or types of research, I believe. Yeah, but I think what do we got here? But I think I am going to call it. We only have 2 errors? No. I think I'm going to call it a day. We actually knocked out much more than I thought we would right off the bat. Um, let's look at research items real quick, though. Research item data. You know, I'm going to move this up here. Oh, I see why I have it down here. Okay, I'm not going to do that. So what we could do. So one of the things we're going to want to do, I guess we can just mentally plan, even though this doesn't really work very well because my memory is so terrible. For the faction AI to pick which research, let's do that. Let's write some stuff in here. Let's prepare this a little better. We did this. This is done. We did this thing. We have our county improvements. That isn't that hard to do or whatever. Okay, so this is the thing. We have well, we have to add the storage to the game too. Maybe we should do that first. How much time? 9 minutes? I don't think I can do that. But let's look at the top bar. Top bar. I haven't looked at you in a very long time. Update expendables. I think I'm using different terminology. So we can do this real quick. There needs to be the faction. Oh, is it going to be county based? No, it's going to be faction based for now. Yeah, it's for probably forever. So the idea is that each faction would have storage, but it could be, well, we might change it later, but at the beginning it's going to be your storage is faction wide storage. Let me think about that. That was the plan originally, but let's think about how this is going to work. If you have food in one county and we'll want to have it should be county based. It should be county based storage. So let's go back to our county data then, and let's put some notes in here so I can add county-based storage. Add county-based storage. Because you want to. So one of the things I really want to have is that you have like caravans moving and stuff, and then your enemies can bring in like try to rob you or whatever. So we're gonna need this under like county data. I saw the county in the data there. I don't think I have county data open. And we are going to actually be caring about these biomes still, or soon too. We did this so long ago, but it's finally going to come into play. So every county is going to need like some base storage, some standard storage. And I think right now we'll do like 500 of each or something. And then everything that's outside of the storage kind of rots away, which is, well, we'll do 5,000. I guess that can be an answer. Actually, I know we're gonna need 2 different types of storage. We're gonna need like a food storage. We're gonna need probably 3 different types of storage. Let's throw this in here somewhere. And we'll probably... How are we gonna... I guess we're not gonna put that on the top bar. We might have to put like another... I didn't think I was gonna be thinking about storage today. Top bar, storage. How to represent it? Because if we say, so if you added up all your county and let's say there's 500 apiece and it said you have 1,000 up there, but then if you run out of storage in one county, it's going to start going away and you're like, but I have enough storage there. So maybe we don't want, so another thing with storage is going to be applied to how much your thing, the more things you have stored, the less valuable it'll be, because you have a, more supply, and then the demand would take away from that. So maybe only when clicked on a county, or just in the county info panel control. I think probably just that. Well, but we'll just have it in the county, and it will show how much you have, and you'll have to click around in the counties. We're going to need some sort of county graph or something. So let's convert this to an issue. So back to here. Do we have any numbers in here yet? We have population. We'll put in here export public int max storage. We'll call this non-perishable storage, and then we'll have export public int perishable storage. And I think that is all we need for that. I think we will just have to put it in the county, and you'll be able to click on the county. This will start out as 500. Nope, we won't do that. Yeah, we will do that. And I think we're going to probably have to even break that down some more. Maybe even have it like, wood storage, whatever, steel storage, scrap storage. 500 is not that much. But we'll have to adjust that. Maybe we should just put this over here. Do we have a county shit yet? Faction minimum food. Cost of hero. Player faction BS. This could probably be down here. Why is this public? Oh, it's so we can drag and drop it over there. We can just put it at the top, actually. It's pretty important. Hopefully we didn't just fuck that up. Then we'll do an export group. And we'll call this county stuff. And we'll do export public int max perishable, no, starting perishable storage. This will equal 500. Export public and starting non-perishable storage equals 500. And we'll do that. We'll go back to our county data. And I don't know, I don't think we can just put equals a global thing in here. Do we have a ready in here? We don't. I don't think we can do this. guess it will let us. I think this should be down here. I don't know why I don't think that this should work. Let's hit play. I did just change a few things. Then we'll push that code to whatever, to GitHub. And then we'll call it a day. Yeah, that didn't work. Something was like, no, what are you doing? What else did I change? I changed a bunch of shit. What else? We just comment this out for now to make sure that that wasn't. I'm assuming that. I might have like accidentally deleted something. What is it talking about? Generic. End of inner exception stack trace. The fuck is it talking about? Create leaders. To Go Hub, the Godot. That'd be funny if there was one. What is it? What is it flipping out about? Oh, I guess I didn't save that. Guess I didn't save that. Let's see. Yeah, I can't do that one thing. All right, so we'll put. We need a ready in here, I guess. This is a resource, though. Or we'll have to assign it later. All right, let's put this in our thing and then push it back here. Update. Assign max storage at start to county data. You see what I did there? I put a semicolon at the end, like it was a period. Okay, this will be the first thing we'll fix. Then we can continue working on this. Let's close this guy. Let's close that guy. Let's go to here. What did we do today? I felt like we didn't do anything, but we did do stuff. Added experience for skills and added a new research, storage. Sort of. All right. And that is it for me today. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I will talk to you next time. Have a good